First, we have the headlines. Ningol Chakkouba celebrated widely in the states, including outside states and abroad yesterday. Manipur's Thadou committee backs NRC implementation campaign to combat drug minage in state. Manipur police arrest proscribed members on charges of assaults of 2 persons. And passenger bus plunks into gorge in Almora, 5 deaths, rescue operations underway. Hello, good afternoon. You're watching ELITETV English News at 3. Now the news in detail. Ningol Chakkouba feast for married women, which is celebrated on Hiyangai Nini Panba Meitei for 2nd days of the month of Hiyangai in every year, is a traditional Meitei festival celebrated on the 2nd day of the lunar month of Hiyangai, that is October to November. It is a celebration of bond of love between married women and their paternal families. It is a major festival for the Meitei communities originated from Manipur states of India. It has been celebrated by Meiteis residing in the neighboring states of Manipur like Assam as well as in Bangladesh and Myanmar. Other communities in Manipur also share the celebrations, and it's a public holiday. Manipur's diasporas in many Indian cities outside Manipur, including to Bangladesh, Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai, Pune, Shillong and Silchar, as well as in other countries like USA, Australia, Canada, as well as in South Korea, Japan, Taiwan and Singapore hosted the festival. In Manipur, in the last year, due to the present conflict situations in Manipur, no celebration was held. However, this year the Ningol Chakkouba celebrated widely in the state, including outside states and abroad. Aramba Tengol Unit 18 organized the festivals at the relief camps of the Lamboy Kunangkong in Far West District yesterday. Large numbers of internally displaced persons, IDPs, who are taking shelter at the various relief camps attended the festival. Thousands married and unmarried women took part in the events, where offered meals of fish and other items. Besides, the Aramba Tengol unit offered gifts as a token of love to the IDPs and took the blessing from them. Talking to ELITETV News, commander of the Aramba Tengol Unit 18, T.H. Maimu, expressed about the main objective of organizing the event. On the other hand, many IDPs who took part in the Ningol Chakkouba expressed their satisfaction over the organizers and drew the attention of the authority concerned to make them return to their respective homes as soon as possible.
Lan Horopadaki, Lan Lapade Horopadaki, and a Siboda, Relief Camp, the later Mokong, Manipur Trade Center, Trade and Export Center, the laser Uzipoda, Donga Caesar, a Siginimise, a Queen will be a Quiggy Am Namarueva, Ningol Chakkouba, and the Sehi Amahena Lam Jina Maramoraga, Kojalebam Tabon Kangana, later Pasidangasi, Arambai Tiangona, Quibusako, we said. Kanju kalu de sumai Chakkouba birakani habadi moisu lanji ngakna bohona gadra cookies na nomo gilam tarapa chingya da moina akoi gi damakta khun ngakpi raga leriba paisa chu tanjadra ba mayam gi awa anabu moi mayam na wona biraga leriba de gi rile kem na leriba akoi gi se ora pa mayam kari lerige ise ma haina ngasi bo budala iba ado moina ngasi akoi Chakkouba se akoi gi di amna laibak se phabane puming su yam nungsi adu bo ngasi akoi di ngasi mafam jiga di Rarambai Tiangona, Akoi Chakkouba, Sakara, Samina, and Nisini Pamayam Siga, seeing how they in a sim of Chakkouba, Laxaning the Veneer, Ipana, Lucina Kopi, Sakako, Madame or Super, the Visaro, and some Laxavane, gave us upon the Angasizu, Lance and Economy thing, Sivo, Mita Pita, Three, knowing a hint to my yard.
Jasmine in the land, you have got Chakkouba. Moitica, the Jasmine Yapana by Imao and Laga, Pangon Piga Live, and around the Noy Lap did not give a toy lies here. Jasmine the Tabilis Yamamanyami, Matungara Pada, Suma, Tabache, Land left and in the Tamna Lake, and I be at the Jasmine Mangon Piga Lap, and the Mamma lights go. Jasmine the Tabilis Yamamanyam. Adu Jasing is with the Bangam, the Bukun Simi Sang, but in the Tapo of the Maratara, like the Sanu. Naira, Zak, Kopis, the Mate Amhalauze, Adu Matam putting Matano, the take the kite of a Jack Kaboyo, Lan Chisu, Quinangambo Oisi, Manipuri Manajai Pari. Juzi Pali, Belangax, the Enhancement, Manipur Shibu, Amata Oina, Punsana Bagita Magda. Manipur Sarkarna Hunabiu Akoi Manipur Iram Damsida Mapam Kayata Chatpayata than a lady by Mapam Se Iram Damsida Zangbayata Nakuki Nas Hasonto than a lady by Mapam Se she to Gai Biraga Shagi Iram Damse Mapam Pamsida Shagi Iram Nikana Hansel Hanbiu Ning Tamap Puhanbiu.
Arambai Tengol Unit 1, 3, 4, 5, 53 and 56 jointly organized the Ningol Chakkouba at Wangzing Laikol. IDPs taking shelter at the relief camps at the Lamding Higher Secondary School, Kangabok and Wangzing took part in the celebration. Talking to the ELITETV News, controller of the Unit 56, Nongthang Waikom, expressed about the main objective of the celebrating the festival.
Kasi ako Ningol Chakkouba mari le na pangtok celebration ako Wangzing gi like on dani kasi ako Ningol Chakkouba sida ako na maru ga mi si ako mai 1 3 Wangzing 4 Angabo 5 Lego 53 Mokok Simai 56 Bypoll si ma'am ako punthal laga wal da lai ba relief camp de Wangzing gi Mila Pakale ne Lamding High Secondary School the labor English Hamburg English in the full Kama see a thing as Ningol Chakkouba school.
On the other hand, Manipuris in Singapore celebrated Kumsi Gi Ningol Chakkouba at the residential complex of the Koisam Ronant. It was celebrated with much fun and fervor. Many Ningols participated with their families. They were all emotionally charged and expressed deep felt gratitude on being able to share such a joyous day with the rest of the Ningols in Manipur. As one of them exclaims, the occasions bridge the emotional gap between the homes that has become and the bigger homes, that is Kanglai Park, where their loved ones are and where their hearts always is. The Manipuri diaspora in the United Kingdom and Europe gathers in the vibrant celebrations of the Ningol Chakkouba, an age-old traditions honoring the bond between the brothers and sisters, that is Ningol. The event, organized by the European Manipuri Association (EMA), was held in the Flondens village, Hertfordshire, UK, and attended by Manipuris from various ethnic backgrounds across Europe. EMA celebrates Ningol Chakkouba every year to celebrate the community's safe heritage and reinforces the significance of unity and harmony among the people of the Manipur. The events, attended by diverse groups representing the ethnic mosaics of Manipur, include sumptuous offering of the traditional Manipuri delicacies prepared for the Ningols, emphasizing the love and the respect that forms the essence of this unique festival. The gathering was further enriched by various cultural performances and heartfelt renditions of the patriotic songs, serving as a reminder of the Manipur's history and a rich cultural heritage. In an inspiring culmination, the event closed with a resounding call for harmony, peaceful coexistence, and the mutual respect among all the indigenous ethnic groups from Manipur. Ningol Chakkouba in Europe continues to stand as a vibrant expression of the Manipuri spirits, showcasing cultural pride while fostering bonds among the Manipuri diaspora living abroad. The Thadou tribe, one of the oldest and the most populous non-Naga communities in Manipur, has extended support for the state's government's plans to implementing the National Registers of Citizens, that is NRC, in the state. The Thadou community has also acknowledged the war on drugs campaigns, which aims to combat drug-related issues affecting the region. The decision was taken during the final days of the Thadou Convention 2024, which was held in Guwahati on November 1st and 2nd. In a press statement, the Thadou Convention Guwahati Organizing Committee 2024 stated, "We are of the view that the proposed exercises aims at securing Indian national interests and safeguarding the rights, welfare, and the interests of the citizens and indigenous communities. We acknowledge the efforts of the state governments in addressing the concerns of its citizens and ensuring their well-being. Furthermore, the committee emphasized the need to ensure that the NRC process does not lead to bona fide citizens of the states being deprived of their citizenship or residency rights, highlighting the tendency of the tribal communities to lack proper documentation and records. The TCGOC also emphasized that the Manipur government, prior to the commencement of the NRC exercise, should address concerns related to the permissible documents as proof of citizenship or permanent residency. In light of the escalating drugs menace in Manipur, the committee also expressed support for the War on Drug campaign, urging its effective implementations with greater community engagement, better planning, and a goal for the best socio-economic and the environmental outcomes. Moreover, the committee encouraged stakeholders to extend support to the initiatives envisioning a brighter future for Manipur and its people. Manipur police apprehended Khulem Sanjeev, also known as Bhim, a 30-year-old member of the AT group, for his alleged involvement in a recent assault. The suspect, son of the late K.H. Tomba, hailing from Nauremthong DC Road, was arrested following investigation into an incident on October 31, 2024, where two individuals from Senapati were reportedly attacked in a Lamsang during the early hours. Sanjeev has since been remanded to the police custody for further questionings as authorities deepen their probe into the assault. In response to these incidents as well as the broader security challenges in the region, extensive search and area dominations operations were launched by the security forces across the hills and valley districts. The focus has been on securing vulnerable areas, particularly in regions where inter-community tensions have raised security concerns. These operations are aimed at maintaining stability and curbing any potential disruptions. To ensure the uninterrupted movement of the essential supplies, security measures have been strengthened along National Highway 2, a crucial supply routes to the state. On these routes, a convoy of 48 vehicles transporting essential items were successfully escorted, with heavy security deployments at vulnerable stretches. Authorities are enforcing strict protective protocols, particularly in the high-risk zone, to ensure the safety of the vehicles and their occupants. Additionally, a total of 110 checkpoints or nakas have been established throughout Manipur's various districts, covering both hills and valley districts, to prevent unauthorized activities and maintain public order. During this operation, 7 individuals were detained by the police across different districts for violating state's regulations. The government has reiterated its commitment to safeguarding the transportations of the essential goods while continuing stringent enforcement in the sensitive areas across the state. At least 5 people lost their lives when a bus carrying over 40 passengers veered off the roads and plummeted into a deep gorge in Almora, Uttarakhand. The incidents occurred at the bus and routes from Naini Danda to the Ramnagar lost control along a precarious stretch by the riverbank, tumbling into a ditch. Emergency responders swiftly mobilized with the State Disaster Response Force arriving on the scene shortly after the crash. Rescue efforts are ongoing as teams work tirelessly to retrieve passengers and assess the extent of the injury. Authorities have voiced concerns that the death tolls could increase as the search continues, with some passengers reportedly in critical condition. Local officials are coordinating relief efforts and are providing medical aid to the injured. The exact cause of the incidents remains under investigation, though official suspects challenging road conditions may have played a role. Further updates on the casualties and rescue progress are anticipated as the authority continues their efforts in this devastating incident. And now let's take a short break. Keep watching for more updates.
Ningol Chakkouba amadi Diwali kumaida relief camp te leiriba ichelenaw singna saba polam sing leibiu. Manipur Handloom and Handicraft Development Corporation na nauna branded tauraba sumna khaktagi lupa lising amadagina lising amaka chamri fawbada mamal oiba combo gift pack phangbigani. Masida nimit khuding sizinariba dhup thaumai fi sunanaba kon fengnanaba haksang loinaba sapon final fajaraba bag amada yauri. Amaromda State Handloom Expo October 13 November 3 fauba Iboy amasumang lila sanglen da pangthokjaragani. Manipur Handloom and Handicraft Development Corporation Pauna Bazar na sinba mela asida numit khudingi sizinaba polam singi mathakta kauna liwa ihongi polam sing yauna Manipur gi relief camp te lebe chelenaw singna saba polam kaya ama uchagani. Mela asibu yengbalak piyo amadi miyamna relief camp te lebe chelenaw singna sem sajariba polam sing asi leibiduna pungning thogat piyo thauna hapiyo haina paujenjari.
Start talk with Ningombada, Mayamutara Mokchari.
Angang singse panik setningamde mara yam sengna harba da khoi matam da so panik se pa haiti ka harba samna ꯁ꯭ꯇꯥꯏꯜꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯏꯞꯇ ꯆꯠꯅꯕꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯗꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯊꯨꯒꯥꯏꯔꯦꯅ ꯈꯟꯖꯩ ꯏꯚꯟ ꯑꯩ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯤꯉꯩꯗ ꯂꯨꯍꯣꯡꯕꯒꯤ ꯏꯁꯩꯁꯦ ꯂꯨꯍꯣꯡꯕꯒꯤ ꯏꯁꯩꯁꯨ ꯕꯣꯕꯣꯛꯅ ꯄꯨꯕꯤꯔꯝꯃꯦ ꯑꯥꯔꯇꯤꯁ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯁꯨ ꯑꯣꯗꯤꯌꯟꯁ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯄꯤꯛꯏ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤ ꯆꯥꯟꯅꯅ ꯂꯩꯃꯤꯟꯅꯁꯦ ꯃꯤ ꯑꯃꯅ ꯐꯥꯎꯔꯛꯄ ꯃꯤ ꯑꯃꯅ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯃꯌꯣꯟ ꯆꯣꯡꯉꯛꯄ ꯍꯧꯔꯛꯄ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯕꯩ ꯃꯤꯃꯥꯡꯗ ꯉꯥꯡꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯑꯩꯅ
Singapore ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯂꯕ ꯏꯝꯐꯥꯜꯗꯒꯤ ꯀꯤꯂꯣꯃꯤꯇꯔ 35ꯔꯣꯝ ꯆꯠꯂꯒ ꯂꯩ.
Everyone is welcome. I think
Welcome back after the break. Moving on with the Assam Rifles in Manipur foils smuggling attempts and seizes a huge consignment of illegal areca nuts worth rupees 2.4 crore from the Churasanpur district's Kuga village. Acting on the specific information from the sources, the Assam Rifles personnel intercepted 3 goods carrier trucks and 1 Tata DI loaded with 350 sacks of illegal areca nuts in total. The personnel on November 1 intercepted the convoy at a vehicle checkpost established at Kuga. Upon investigations, the sack of areca nuts were hidden beneath cover and cartons in 4 vehicles. The press release released by the Assam Rifles reveals that the personnel detains all 4 vehicles, handing them over to the divisional forest officials of the Churasanpur after a joint interrogations by the Assam Rifles and Manipur police. The press release reads, on November 1, 3 goods carrier trucks and the Tata DI loaded with the illegal areca nuts tried to cross Kuga village at around 2 a.m. Assam Rifles acted on a specific input from the sources and launched columns to foil the smuggling. Some Rifles intercepted the convoy at the vehicle checkpost established at Kuga, and on checking it, it was found out that the vehicles were loaded with 350 sacks of illegal areca nuts in total, hidden beneath cover and cartons. Assam's Kachar District Police seized contrabands of 375 grams of suspected heroin and 20,000 yaba tablets amounting for approximately of rupees 7 crore. The police also apprehended some individuals and seized the vehicles in this connection. Acting on a credible intelligence, Kachar District Police conducted a special operation in the Lailapur area on November 3, recovering 30 soap boxes of heroin along with the yaba tablets. Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma took to his official acts handle to reiterate the police department's ongoing dedication to ensuring safety and effectively managing law and orders in the state. He wrote on acts acting on credible intelligence at Kachar Police conducted a special operation today at Lailapur, leading to the seizings of vehicles and apprehensions of individuals. The search resulted in a recovery of the 30 soap boxes containing approximately 375 grams of suspected heroin, alongside 20,000 yaba tablets. The estimated values of the seized contraband is approximately rupees 7 crore. Kudos to the Assam Police for their continued dedications. Acting on credible intelligence, Kachar Police conducted a special operation today at the Lailapur, leading to the seizings of vehicles and the apprehensions of an individual. Tripura police arrested 1 person and seized yaba tablets worth around rupees 3 crore on Sunday late night from the Panisagar North districts of Tripura. According to the Tripura police at about 10 p.m. on Sunday night. One white-color Maruti Suzuki S-Cross SUV vehicles wearing AS01 BY0198 coming from Assam side towards the Panisagars was intercepted by the police staff at the Panisagar Naka. During the searching of the vehicles, we have recovered 715 numbers, small packets containing a total 150,000 Yaba tablets in the presence of the SDPO, Panisagar, executive magistrates and independent witnesses, said police. The police says that the approximate market price or values of the seized Yaba tablets would be around Rs 3 crores 75 lakhs. The drivers in the vehicles is detained. A specific case under NDPS Act is being registered for the matter at Panisagar police station, said police. The border security forces in Tripura foils multiple infiltration attempts along the Indo-Bangladesh border. The security troop also apprehended 5 Bangladeshi nationals while they were attempting to cross the border. Acting on a specific impulse, the BSF troops threw up the infiltration beads and prevented the foreign nationals from entering the country. According to a press release from the BSF, the operation took place on November 1, 2024, following a specific intelligence regarding the presence and the movements of the illegal migrants in the Karbuk area. The BSF troops stationed at the border outpost Bhathiabari under Gomati districts intercepted the 2 Rohingya migrants at the Karbuk bus stands as they were allegedly planning to cross into Bangladesh. Meghalaya Power Ministers and National People's Party NPP leaders Abu Tahir Mondal has expressed confidence that the party will win the Gamburg Bypoll scheduled for November 13. Speaking to the reporters, Mondal noted the trends where the ruling government often wins by election. He pointed out that in both the general elections and the by-elections, poll tends to favor the sitting government. Mondal cited statistics indicating strong voter support for the NPP and emphasized the importance of increased outreach and engagements with the community to secure the victory. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma's wife Mehtab Chandi is all set to contest in the upcoming bypolls. Lahore, Pakistan's second largest city, is experiencing unprecedented levels of the air pollution, leaving its 14 million residents struggling to breathe under a thick blanket of smoke. As the air quality index IQI skyrocketed to an alarming 1067 on Saturday, Lahore has twice topped the list of the world's most polluted city in the recent days, reflecting a severe health crisis. Pakistan's air quality classification reveals the severity of the situations. An AQI between 401 and 450 is labeled severe, and any level above 450 is considered as severe plus, underscoring the danger for the resident. Lahore current AQI has far surpassed this threshold, leaving the cities in a state of emergency. Authorities responded by implementing a green lockdown starting Monday. Under this plan, schools will remain closed for a week, while 50% of the government and the private sector employees have been instructed to work from home. To reduce emissions, additional restrictions have been placed on tuk-tuk operations with two-strokes engines, open-fire foods vendors, and construction activities. Last month, school children were also barred from outdoor physical activities until January 2025, and schools' hours were adjusted to avoid peak pollution periods. The government has also attributed part of the pollution crisis to transboundary factor, with Punjab's senior Minister Maurium's Aurangzeb asserting that the pollutants were carried into Pakistan by strong winds from India. At a press briefing on Sunday, Aurangzeb asked for diplomatic talk with New Delhi to address the pollution issues jointly. She emphasized that this challenge requires cooperation between the two countries, calling it not a political but a humanitarian issue. Punjab Chief Minister Mauriam Nawaz echoes these sentiments, calling for the united efforts with India against smoke, which she described as a shared enemy of both the nations. A second provincial officials Raja Jahangir Anwar highlighted stubble burning in the India as a major contributors to the hazardous air quality, calling it the biggest headache for Pakistan as it worsens Lahore's pollution. And now let's take another short break again. Keep watching for more updates.
Diabetes ko loina le hingliba sing tha magi manungda control to bangamle. Urea creatinine wangbasu tha magi manungda hanthaba ngamle. Khong hamba nungai tebasu numit mangani gi manungda fahan bangamle. Pile saibadi nungsang nabasu chama da chama fahan bangamle. Cholesterol wangba numit kunida normal oy bangamle. BP wangbasu tha amagi manungda normal oy bangamle. Fatty liver oy basu tha amagi manungda fagat han bangamle. Pumnamak natural oy ba hidak makhalna laing jabani. Hakchang da sokadaba side effect amata laite. Makhata na hidak chabagi mathau su tararoi. Hena kupa parol gidamak ngasimak langsin birau Diabetes Hospital Soibam Laikai Ayangpali Road opposite Karkinos Jenims Hospital Porompat Imphal East near Punjab National Bank.
Live tharadi miyamda asengba adu haibiyu. Dukan yaura akanda masidadi offer laite na soidana hairakani. HG Cassette Gallery da amutang lingshin birau. Online price da mobile khudimak loina phangbigani. Hojik se wana ba matamnina loan gi khudong chabasu aikhoi gi maikai dagi pizari. MI gi phone leiba singi su lucky draw leizai. Chahi loramdai asida adom gi daw adu yabra haina amuktang yingbiu. Car bite mobile na jingba sing phawba yana leiri. Ningol Chakkouba gi special offer gi mathakta aikhoi gi store gi oina su lucky draw tawjari. Lucky draw asigi first prize na 32-inch TV, second prize na induction, third prize na rice cooker ni. Singjamai supermarket ta laiba HG Cassette Gallery da lengshin birak tu na khudong chaba ase laubi ho.
Makhal kaya gi award fangaba HG Cassette Gallery ni. Chahi taragi mathaktagi HG Cassette Gallery na mobile store asida matam nga chanaba mongda offer amadi discount kaya piduna lakchari. Sale khudong cha double su loan da mobile laubi ba yagani. Discount piba khatang natana lucky draw tawduna miyamda khudol kaya am su bijari. Miyamsu Singjamai supermarket talaiba HG Cassette Gallery da utang lingjing birau. Loina na HG Cassette Gallery gi Facebook page asibu follow tawba singi onasu lucky draw amasu thamjari.
Saraswati Institute of Management and Paramedical Sciences, Panmei, Imphal East District, opposite to Manipur Police Training Center (MPTC), High River Institute asi.
Government amadi private hospitals in the clinical exposed to booking
affiliated to Manipur University and then recognized by Pharmacy Council of India and then Indian Nursing Council, Masung MNC Manipur Nursing Council. Institute asida fangiba facility singadari separate boys and girls hostel, transport facility, amasung 12 hours library facility.
Approved by Ministry of HRD, New Delhi, Government of India.
Mobile furniture na lagliba wedding season asigi anau ba contemporary wedding set furniture sing puduna lakchari loina na Manipur de ihan hanbo oina wedding set laibi ba matamda 24 karat ki 5 gram ki gold coin free gift oina bizari mayam lengsin biraktuna mobile furniture ki 3rd edition the great wedding sales gold offer asi pre-booking to biduna khudong jaba silobi ho
offer asi akupa information khambina ba idamakta sangai product laiba mobile furniture la lengsin biro
Chahi asigi kunga mangarak suba World Sight Day Englishing and kunmarigi oina Malem Sinbatunga Love Your Eyes Kids them the pangtokle numid ashina lakpada nahasing amadi angangi eye care to focus tawjaduna amadi mitpu mapangal kanna thamna bagidamakta ingadaba chatna kanglon sing khara thamjadi yariba makai mit sokhan bidaba amadi sokchin khraba mitpu hena sokchin dana bagidamakta doctor na piba correction and prescribed glasses niyom chumna uppiba vitamin A hena yauba machang oiba chinjak chabiba angang singda arapa pot udabagi leina haibadi short sightedness tagi ngakthok nabagi damakta yarba makai nongmagi matamda minute marfudara asang aman marakta leibiba mapanda leiba matamda nungshagi ultraviolet radiation dagi ngakthok nabagi damakta sunglasses natraga topi upiba yariba makai angang singda screen time hanta hanabagi damakta electronic gadgets ka kuina loina hanbidaba amadi nganna mid ki problem sing khangdoktuna kalhounabagidamakta regular eye checkup tokthokpiba kaubiganu. Paujenjariba National Program for Control of Blindness and Visual Impairment, National Health Mission, Amadi, Director of Health Services, Government of Manipur.
Welcome back after the breaks. To go further with the recently released biopic Amaran, starring Siba Karthikeyan and Sai Pallavi, has taken the global box office by storm, grossing over rupees 150 crore within its first 4 days. The film, directed by the Rajkumar Pariyasamy, debuted in the theatre on October 31 and has garnered acclaim from both critics and audience. With an impressive opening weekend performance, Amaran has become one of the highest grossing films in Siba Karthikeyan's career, positioning it for the sustained success in the coming weeks. Amaran tells the story of the Major Mukund Barada Rajans, decorated officers who sacrificed his life during a mission in Sopian, Kashmir in 2014. The film, based on the India's most fearless book series by the Shiv Arur and Rahul Singh, aims to honor the courage and the sacrifices of the India's modern military heroes. As a result of the positive words of mouth surrounding its compelling narrative and the performances, the film has been seen steady attendance and strong ticket sales across multiple languages on November 3, that is day 4. Amaran recorded a collection of rupees 21.40 crore net domestically, nearly matching its first day 1 earning of the rupees 21.550 crore. By the end of its opening weekends, Amaran had amassed rupees 83.45 crores in the net earning from India's alone. Trade analyst Ramesh Bala confirms via social media that the films joined the rupees 150 crore gross club worldwide, marking an extraordinary feat in just 4 days. Iran's supreme leaders on Saturday threatened Israel and the US with a crushing response over attacks on the Iran and its allies. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei spoke as the Iranian officials are increasingly threatening to launch yet another strikes against Israel after its October 26 attacks on the Islamic Republic that targeted its military base and other locations and killed at least 5 people. Any further attack from either sides could engulf the wider Middle East, already teetering over the Israel-Hamas war in the Gaza Strip and Israel's ground invasions of the Lebanon into a wider regional conflict just ahead of the U.S. presidential election this Tuesday. The enemies, whether the Zionist regimes or the United States of America, will definitely receive a crushing response to what they are doing to Iran and the Iranian nations and to the resistance front, Khamenei says in a video released by the Iranian state media. The supreme leaders did not elaborate on the timing of the threatened attacks nor the scopes. The U.S. military operates on base throughout the Middle East, with some troops now manning terminal high altitudes area defense or THAAD batteries in Israel. The USS Abraham Lincoln aircraft carriers likely to in the Arabian Seas, while Pentagon Press Secretary Major General Pat Reeder said Friday that more destroyer fighter squadrons, tankers and B-52 long-range bombers would be coming to the regions to deter Iran and its militant allies. An Iranian-American journalist who once worked for U.S. government-funded broadcasters is believed to have been detained by Iran for months now, authorities said on Sunday, further raising the stakes as Tehran threatens to retaliate over Israel's attacks on the country. The imprisonment of the Reza Balizadeh, acknowledged to the Associated Press by the U.S. State Department, came as Iran marks the 45th anniversary of the American embassy takeover and hostage crisis on Sunday. It also follows Iran's supreme leaders Ayatollah Ali Khamenei threatening both Israel and the U.S. that the day before with crushing response long-range B-52 bombers reached the Middle East in attempts to deter Tehran. Balizadeh had worked for the Radio Farda and outlets under Radio Free Europe or Radio Liberty that's overseen by the U.S. agencies for global media. In February, he wrote on the social platform X that his family members had been detained in an effort to see him return to Iran. In August, Balizadeh apparently posted 2 messages suggesting he had returned to Iran despite Radio Father being viewed by Iran's theocracy as a hostile outlet. I arrived in Tehran on March 6, 2024. Before that, I had unfinished negotiations with the Revolutionary Guards, that is intelligence departments. The message reads in parts. Eventually, I came back to my country after 13 years without any security guarantee, even a verbal one. As the U.S. presidential election drew near, the latest polling data suggests that former President Donald Trump is leading against Vice President Kamala Harris in every swing states by narrow margins. Report News18.com. The survey conducted at likely American voters who will decide the fate of the U.S. president's candidates reveals that the Republicans nominee Trump is leading against Democratic Harris in the North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, Nevada, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. The survey of the likely American voters from the Atlas Intel found Trump's garnered 52.3% supports to Harris, 45.8% in Arizona, 51.2% supports from likely to voters to Harris, 46% in Nevada, 50.5% support to Harris, 47.1% in North Carolina. Similarly, Trump is leading 50.1% to 47.6% over the Democratic in Georgia, 49.7% to 48.2% in the Mexicans, and 49.6% to 47.8% in the Pennsylvania, and 49.7% to 48.6% in the Wisconsin, making it the closest contest between the Trumps and the Harris. Overall, Trump has secured leads of 49% to 47.2% over Harris, according to the polls, which claims that several of which the swing states are within the poll's 2 points margin of error. Atlas Intel claims in each poll that it was the most accurate during the 2020 election cycles, successfully predicting the outcomes in every swing states within the margins of error. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Before we wrap up the headlines, once again. Ningol Chakkouba celebrated widely in the states, including outside states and abroad yesterday. Manipur's Thadou committee backs NRC implementations campaign to combat drug minage in state. Manipur police arrest proscribed members on charges of assaults of 2 persons. And passenger bus plunged into gorge in Almora, 5 deaths, rescue operations underway. Well, that's all we have for now. Thank you so much for joining with us and have a great time ahead.